Actually, it's not a party political issue, is it? Because there was widespread phone tapping, we now know, when Greece was governed by your party, ΣΥΡΙΖΑ, between 2015 and 2019.
That's correct. That's correct. It was a bad practice since then, also the previous governments.
We're joined now by Dimitris Kαιρίδης, who is a member of the Greek Parliament for Mr. Mitsotakis' governing New Democracy Party. Mr. Kairidis, welcome. A lot of this hinges around whether you believe or whether the public believe that the Prime Minister, when he says he knew nothing about it, did he know nothing?
Yeah, he knew nothing. Thank you for your kind invitation. And this is proven by the fact that as soon as he learned about it, he was the one to publicize it, and he was the one immediately to replace those who needed replacement, as you already mentioned, and to introduce some new changes in the law to increase the filters and the checks in this process, which, by the way, might not be enough, and we need to do more because this is a situation we have been dealing with, as you also mentioned, for quite some time. It is a problem in other European countries as well. Obviously, it's a very serious issue. There is no doubt about it, and this is the way that the government is treating it.
But isn't it the case that the spy agency involved reported directly to the Prime Minister's office?
Yes, it is under the control of the Prime Minister's office, as is the case in many European countries where the agency is in the hands of the head of the executive, because a lot of ministries are involved and there is some kind of centralized coordination. But this doesn't mean that the Prime Minister learns about the findings of the investigations unless there is something susceptible, something criminal, something serious, which was not the case in that situation. Obviously, had the Prime Minister knew, he would have asked for additional proofs and additional material in order to approve the wiretapping of a political figure who at the time was not the leader of the third party, but a member of the Europarliament, nevertheless, an important Greek politician.
I think you said in Parliament in Athens that your party was happy to agree to an inquiry into this scandal because it wants reform of the spy agency. What sort of reform?
Yes, our party introduced the constitutional amendment that has allowed the opposition to file and to vote for this kind of investigations. That was not the case until 2019. As part of our strengthening democratic control and parliamentary control agenda, now we introduced a second judge to approve this kind of wiretapping. We had the one. But we think that we need a second one, and we are open to any kind of proposition from the opposition. So far we haven't had much other than this attempt, which is to be expected from the main opposition party, a representative from which you just heard, that has been quite marginal the last 3 years, has been unable to recover from the defeat of 2019. Far from it, actually. It's much lower in the opinion polls from the percentage that it got in the last election, trying to politicize and to make political capital out of this very sorry affair.
Many thanks for coming on the programme. Dimitris Kαιρίδης, who's from Greece's governing New Democracy Party.